All right, everybody, welcome to Northern California Regionals 2018. I'm James Chen.
I'm Sammy Fish.
And we are starting Top 8 Sunday.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be a pretty long one, but there's going to be so much great action for you this weekend. You got to stay tuned. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and we are starting with Guilty Gear Xrd Rev2.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good top 8 you have here in store for you. A lot of good action, a lot of different characters on top of that, so I'm pretty excited for that. That's one great thing about Guilty Gear. No matter where you go, there's always a unique top 8 for you.
Oh yeah,
And it's always pretty good to watch.
Yeah, not only that too, but you know, one of the greatest things about Guilty Gear is that when you watch that, you have two people playing in a matchup, and it's always a different story every time. Every matchup, even within the same two players, like every round feels completely different, and it's one of my favorite things about the game. So
yeah, definitely. So we're gonna have some pretty good action up there. Up there, first game we got for you is Erotica Pepsi. Up there, you saw him a while ago. He was a pretty exuberant Potemkin player, and plays with a lot of style, so I'm really excited to see him play again.
It's always good to see a Potemkin player making top 8.
Yeah, I know, right? A lot of people aren't big Potemkin fans anymore. But the thing is that this character is pretty cool, and definitely takes a lot of skill to work into such a high competitive game like this.
All right, looks like we're going to get started here. Yep, sure enough. First player there's Potemkin, second player with May. That's, of course, Raz93. You know, as a Pepsi fan, I'm kind of a little aroused here with this Erotica Pepsi thought here, but, you know, then you see Potemkin, and you're like, okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right. Going to the May, Raz actually ended up still being an underrepresented character despite how good she is in this version of the game, right? So this is going to be a pretty interesting one.
She's a really improvisational kind of character. She's really about kind of, no pun intended, and I know that's weird coming from me, but really fishing for hits and really trying to make sure that you can convert off of them. And there are not enough block stun on the jump attacks, and so Potemkin's going to get the command grab.
Yeah, Pepsi really just wants to go in. He's got some really good reads on these pop busters.
Yeah, and of course using this dust, which is a very nice range poke and very safe on block.
These slide heads always on point. Opponents always got to watch out for it. Gets pop bustered in the corner, a little bit too far for the juggle.
And scared of another pop. Oh yep, using the YRC on the flame and gets the lockdown.
Yeah, it's really hard to see what's happening within Chishula YRC. That's why it's so good at the corner.
Okay, gonna get caught by a dust here, so Raz gonna start off with a little bit of damage here in the corner, gets the knockdown. What's the setup at this point in time? Trying to reflect the dolphin.
May can do this so well versus Potemkin. His defensive options aren't fantastic. A nice backdash on the 5D though. He's gonna have to fight real hard to get out of here. Nice flick.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about, you know, May is that she can change the timing of all of her projectiles, makes it harder to reflect.
You see the way that Erotica Pepsi plays. He just wants to chase you down. He needs to get in your face.
Really liberal use of the YRCs as well from Erotica Pepsi.
But it's good because the way that he plays, nice break into the pop buster. That was sick. All right.
Oh no. That lasted the round. He ended the round with a couple of lows, immediate lows as well. Oh God, again, the slide head. Erotica Pepsi's really good at throwing that in unexpected moments.
All right, Raz backing up a bit, gets the knockdown. Nice overhead. He's got meter to work with too.
Oh
no, tech forward into buttons. That doesn't kill just yet.
Okay, using the green block to try to push himself out, but can't escape. As you said, Erotica Pepsi continuing just to move forward and being super aggressive. Raz could not find a way to escape that pressure.
Yeah, and the way that Erotica Pepsi works, he wants to go forward, so he's building always a ton of meter as Potemkin. And Potemkin with YRC is a scary thing. You see already he's shoving Raz towards the corner, trying his best to get out.
Yeah, he's already got a YRC on deck, trying to look like he was trying to backdash, maybe pop buster afterwards, but got caught in the recovery. Nice block on the dust this time. Ooh, okay. I actually feel like if Erotica Pepsi let that hammerfall rip, it would have actually hit.
He got the wall splat, but no combo afterwards. RC to keep himself safe on the hammerfall.
Oh,
break
boy.
this time into the pop buster.
So hard to tell when that's coming. Nice. Okay, this time gets away from the slide head, and so now gets the burst out of Erotica Pepsi. Here we we go. Nope. A little bit too far away.
Nice flick, gonna chase it down. And burst to keep himself alive. That's gonna have to be worth it. Raza's gonna need to earn this round.
Okay,
oh, wow. An air dash late into the button. Thought he was gonna go empty low again. Last second clips on Raz taking his first round.
Let's just start it in the most classic way possible. Hammerfall break into pot buster. Now Raz trying to make up for some damage here, trying to get himself the life lead.
Like the YRC there, just trying to get him to go something, but Raz showing the place in front of him.
Gets the knockdown, what's the setup? Goes for the overhead, 2 overheads in a row. Of course, can't combo after it without the Dolphin lined up and ready to go.
Oh, just raw 5D for Oki. All right, ICPM, he's got meter to work with. That's
RC it.
combo buffs, actually. He got Rev1.
Oh, Heavenly. Potemkin. Busta.
That was sick.
All right, so match point now for Erotica Pepsi. Wow, traded with the 5B against the air dash H.
Nice burst early, trying to put him in the corner. Raz is actually doing well not to get hit by slide heads. You saw that's happened a lot in the first game, but Raz is jumping a lot, making it difficult for Pepsi to get a read on that.
It's just one of those things that you gotta keep in mind, and as soon as you see that, you gotta jump, backdash, or just find something that puts you airborne. Man, okay. Woo. Yeah, just burst out of that pop buster.
Making hurt with some meters, though. All he needs is a good hit. Oh no, it drops the combo.
Interesting. I feel like Raz's offense largely comes from instant air dashes. Haven't seen Erotica Pepsi get ready with any, anti-airs all ready to go to intercept, but doesn't seem like he needs it right now. It just goes for a meaty 5D, and that's what's gonna take right there just to take the game.
Yeah, good stuff from Erotica Pepsi. I really like how he plays. Super aggressive for a Potemkin player. Normally we see now that they're supposed to pick their spots, wait for that perfect slide head, but man, he just really wants to move forward with the hammer falls and try to get in their face.
For some reason, I have a mental block, I feel like, on the name of Potemkin's move where he reaches up and grabs you.
Heat Knuckle?
Heat Knuckle. That's what it... Every time that's like one move that I've looked and I'm always like, okay, it's called Heat Knuckle. It's called Heat Knuckle, and the next day I'll forget it. So this is the problem with old man brain right now. So
we actually didn't see a lot of that, even though Raz is jumping back a lot and trying to get some room. We never saw him check with the Heat Knuckle.
Right.
He actually rather would take that space and gain some meter, push towards the wall with move forward moving.
Because like I said, Raz was instant air dashing a lot for offense. So Heat Knuckle is also, I think, a little bit faster in this version. It's a little bit faster, so it's a little bit safer. Just kind of fish with it. So I thought he would throw it out preemptively, maybe to try to catch a couple of instant air dashes, but no, didn't matter. Didn't matter. Just bulldogged his way in there and was able to take the game from Raz. Good job.
Yeah, pretty interesting way to play Potemkin, I think, but
I like
effective.
Yeah. The hardest way that, the number one way that Potemkin is going to lose is by being a little too logical, by being a little too trying to get in with like this kind of, let me solve this puzzle box, but instead, Erotica Pepsi was just, I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to be aggressive, and that's how you find success, especially in a game like Guilty Gear.
So we're going to move on here. We got a Potemkin versus Venom coming on. Smiles, I think we were seeing earlier, doing really well in pools.
Got another Potemkin here. Very interesting. 2 Potemkins in top 8. Not something that you expect to see. Got him to block the flame, but nothing really off of that. Again, trying to knock him down with the slide head to try to give himself a freeway in.
And Necro's actually doing really well to test Smiles. Early on, when he was playing other Potemkins in pools, he was actually setting in the air because he was afraid of slide head, right? But now he's just waiting for Smiles to actually punish him for setting on the ground. But that's going to be a good start. Hammerfall, YRC gets the grip.
Oh, he tried to scare him into jumping, but if he had gone for another pop buster, it would have connected.
See, now we're going back to the sets in the air. Doesn't want to deal with the slide head, but needs to get the balls out still.
But you can see a distinct difference between the way Smiles plays and Erotic and Pepsi plays. Against Smiles being a lot more methodical and careful. You know, just a lot of walking, double jumping, and just careful approach.
Yeah, definitely. He's just looking for his right moment, while Necrosound's making it really difficult for him with all the ball sets.
This is, you know, what you expect to see in a Venom Potemkin match. Oh, he's in!
Oh, he waited for his moment, and he's got a lot of meter.
Oh, no! I think that was supposed to be a 6H. Came out as a 5H. He was trying to charge it up as fast as he could, but this might do it anyway, and he still gets him with no life left.
Just got to pull your shot. One moment. That's all you need for this character.
Oh, man. That's got to be upsetting for Necrosound.
Still going back to the plan, though. Just trying to set in the air.
Here we go. Smiles now being a little bit more aggressive now that he has this corner position. Oh, again, hammer fall into YRC.
Yeah, so willing to wait for his moment. Smiles is really working out for him versus Venom here.
Okay, able to confirm off of that. Bait gets the burst.
Oh, a little bit too early on the 6B. Hits him out of the air, but then he techs forward with buttons.
That was a greedy juggle off of that counter hit. I don't know if 6H was the right choice there, but he's still all right, and he still has the corner position, still has chased Necrosound into the corner. Necrosound has to find a way out. Beautiful back throw. Here we go. Gonna get the knockdown and the setup.
Wow, we just Mega Fist out. All right, reads the hammer fall that time.
Pressure now in the corner for Necrosound, but again, same thing, Mega Fist out there, and a missed burst, so he's not going to be able to stave off the pressure.
That means he's going to try to make a big read here, a 5K anti-air to finish it off.
I feel like that was more just Smiles mistiming the air attack than anything. Had he done the jump H a little bit later, I think that definitely would have beat the 5K. Oh, just let the hammer fall rock that time and gets the hit. Out of the corner, Necrosound escapes.
Oh,
well,
finally seeing a heat knuckle get gripped out of the air. Yeah, you can't set on the ground like that Smiles was looking for against the Pot Buster.
Oh, great wake up anti-air from Necrosound. And oh, jeez. Yeah, you're so scared of that meaty, and there we go.
Nice. Gets the RC combo to finish it off. Smiles taking this first game.
All right, we're seeing some success with some Potemkins here early on in top 8.
Necro playing really well. He just gets caught a couple times. I also think he's too willing to backdash and just put himself in the corner, right?
Yeah, he's already there right now with a couple of instant air backdashes.
And like we were talking about, the way that you get a lot of meter in this game is by moving forward. So naturally, by backdashing and playing really passive, you don't gain a lot of meter, which makes it difficult to contest versus some YRC options.
Okay, interesting. Going with some high-low mix-ups right now from Necrosound.
Yeah, I like the change of pace here from Necrosound. He needed it.
Yeah, definitely a lot more aggressive all of a sudden. And here we go, lockdown. It's going to be a lot of chip there, or just at least eating up all of his meter, his super meter.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Venom in this game is that you can actually go meter positive by spending 25% or spending 50%. You have to spend your green guard or you're just going to eat a ton of chip.
Right. Oh, no pop buster right there. Not even a heat extend either, so he wasn't even trying to predict whether he was going to go in the air or stay on the ground.
Fake match struggle, goes low. Oh, drops the IED combo.
Doesn't get the hard knockdown that way, so he can't get the setup that he was hoping for.
Nice. YRC to keep himself safe.
All right, nice.
No knockdown. Got the far S on accident, so he couldn't combo into 2D.
Couple of execution mistakes right now from Necrosound, or at least some missed distance judging. But here we go. He's going to get the knockdown here. Oh, no, he didn't get the knockdown. Interesting. Smiles didn't combo off of that, but he's going to get in there with the pop buster anyway, then gets the meaty jump S.
Sets the ball behind him, just moves forward. Like that idea. You always want to mix up how you approach with the balls.
Get away from the slide head. Just a tiny bit of life again. And wow, Smiles is really intent on trying to land that slide head. And wow, didn't block any of the meaty balls and just is going to end up losing that round, and Necroson takes his first game. It's 1-1 now between both of these players.
Yeah, definitely a good change of pace from Necroson. A lot more aggressive, and that's what he's going to need because he doesn't get shoved into the corner like this again.
Yeah, he started the round by, you saw for just a long sequence, he was just walking backwards and immediately got himself into the corner and losing about a third of his life already. And there we go, out of the corner. Now it's time to be a little more aggressive, perhaps. Well, back to setting instead. As we mentioned, it seemed like a lot of his power came from getting that offense. There we go, Trishula. YRC for the setup, but nice back throw again. This is going to be huge here. Opportunity for him to set up the mix-ups now.
Doesn't spend the meter on it. Normally you want to spend the meter in that setup so that you can make sure you get the lockdown in the chip.
Yeah, well, not respecting the reflect. That thing is pretty much unstoppable.
Burst Archangel? All right, that's it's not that great of a reversal option, but it does have invul frames. So it does get him out of the corner, but switches the situation, and now we got a pop us for his trouble. I don't know if that's all that worth it, really.
I mean, it was trying, like you said, I think it was more for a positional thing, just trying to get himself out of the corner, which it did, but then nice pop buster from Smiles, and now he's at match point. Ooh. Wow, you see that? It's like trying to bait something. YRC into backdash with Potemkin.
Trying to double jump out of there. Is successful. Gets the reversal throw, but gets thrown. Trying to get his own combo.
And then speaking of thrown, I'm just going to throw you again with another pop buster. Oh, man.
Yeah, almost. that's a two-hit 2D, so that means it's going to break through Hammerfall.
Here comes Potemkin again. Fakes the meaty into another pop buster. Not quite dead, but that will do it. Off of the Roman cancel, Smiles advances forward, and so now we have two Potemkins in winners finals.
I don't know if I've ever said that before. Yeah, at least in Xrd specifically.
Yeah, that sentence sounded weird coming out of my mouth right now. It just felt very awkward.
It's been, yeah, you know? It's been at least 11 or 12 years since we've said, oh hey, like two Potemkins in winners finals.
And sure enough, you know, back in some accent core days, you know, pretty common, but here right now in Xrd, yeah.
So that's your winners final set. We're going to see Erotica Pepsi versus Smiles. Both Raz and Smiles are still in it, though. That was winner's side, so you're going to see them in a second versus the winners of these losers matches coming up. Yeah,
you can see right now Daikokugo, the Street Fighter V birdie player here in Guilty Gear Top 8, going up against Ghost Deer.
Ghost Deer, the Patronus himself.
For a second there, I was like, hey, wait a second, I was going to read the... Oh, okay, no, yeah. Leave that there, leave that there. That's good, that's good. The Patronus. Expecto Patronum. Somehow now, I don't think he's ever going to be able to live that one down.
No,
he's going to be known as a Patronus for the rest of his life now.
Who dares We're going to see Daikoku playing Zaleo player, and that kind of fits his style a little bit, right? The way that he plays birdie.
Wants to get in there, wants to be aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. But it's going to be a tough one. I mean, versus Sin, he has to take a lot of risks just to get in and can eat a lot of damage on the way in.
Yeah, Sin's range is usually what caused Leo a lot of problems, keeping him out, playing a very solid, strong, grounded footsie game. Heaven or hell, duel, one. Let's rock. All right. Names up there are not correct, but we'll get that corrected. There we go. Ghost Deer and Daikokugo. Well, Daikokugo wasted no time getting in there at all.
Good conversion from Ghost Deer, though. Ghost goes for the knockdown. Immediately wake up DP.
Oh, yeah. And gets the counter bait with the back turn stance, and then the side switch. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a fairly classic Leo round right there.
Yeah, he's already actually established a lot. Immediately start off strong here, too. Shoving him towards the corner. Nice, poking him out from the 5D. And gets him out of the corner.
Tried to catch him with the dust, adding another layer to the mix-up, but Ghost Deer with the counter. Oh my god, the bull bash actually caught him from that far away.
Catches him out of the jump D again, switches the situation. Daikoku, RC to keep the pressure going.
Yeah, look at this pressure right now. He's got to recognize the pattern, but unfortunately Daikokugo is doing a really good job keeping it varied, so it's really hard to read where the holes are coming in where you can get the counter poke. Really got to learn how to get the instant blocking against Leo, otherwise you are just going to be pressured all day. The one character that really forces you to learn that.
Yeah, and Xrd didn't actually get to eat, so still super low on the calories. There you go. Gets his moment.
Alright, but Daikoku goes in there with the fireball, following up on the fireball again!
Gets him with the parry bait again. Grounds early. Nice mix up with the double cross up, and that's going to be it. Daikoku taking the first game.
Quickly as well.
Yeah, he established a lot in the first game by not finishing that Rekka sequence. He knew that he was going to create mix-ups early on. So he's doing 2 parts of the Rekka and then going for the mix-up afterwards, like that.
Yeah, and again, starting with the 5S right away.
Immediately bursts out. Nice 6P. But you have to do something meaty, or you have to bait those DPs out. I mean, he's not really respecting you on your offense.
Now, we've already seen those DPs like at least 3 times now from Daikoku. Oh.
Was that an accident? IK activation?
That's what I feel like. Yeah, so I was like, wait a second. But it didn't actually get to start up enough, so no lasting effects.
There you go, Daikoku waiting for the fireball to come out. Nice jump H to snuff him out of it.
Yeah, I like him challenging that fireball pressure by going right in with his own instant air dash. Oh, cross up, but really hard to combo off of that. Not a lot of hit stun. Oh no, just a little too far. And again, the uppercut. Here comes the pressure. Yeah, just gonna dead angle his way out of there, but again.
All right, first to keep himself alive, he's gonna try to take this round. Pressure in the corner, a little bit too far from the 5D, and then waiting with it. The DP, Daikoku pulling out the 7th or 8th one, I think. But hey, I mean, it's where almost everyone's worked.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he's been punished for doing that yet, so why not?
Yeah, Xrd needs to bait one of them. I mean, Sin can really punish him if he gets one.
Oh man, got counter hit. Again, counter hit. He is not handling this pressure very well at all, and now guess what? You are stunned, and that should probably do it right there. Wow, that was so fast. Almost a perfect, and it was, I feel like Xrd was challenging way too much during a lot of those strings. He just kept getting counter hit over and over and over again.
That's a common pitfall with a lot of people that go down early, right? What they do is that they really want to get their offense started because they're like, oh man, I just got mauled by Leo in the first round. Well, it's time to get offense started. Let me put the pressure on them. And then they come in too hard, or they don't respect the options. They get DP'd like that. And at some point, you got to realize you got to back up and, you know, slow it a little bit. You know, even though I want to get offense started, I have to wait for my moment. Daikoku just really pressing the offense consistently, right?
Yeah, and he read the situation well. He took advantage of the fact that he realized that Xrd was being a little too antsy and a little too aggressive. That's why he could catch him with so many of those flash kicks and a lot of those frame traps. So, unfortunately, that means the Patronus has been taken out. I guess we can call Daikoku a Death Eater or something like that instead. And he advances forward.
All right, now we got Catatonic versus 0 Hour, another Sin player, but we also got a Faust player in this set, and I really like actually how he plays. He plays really close to my heart, which is really a lot around the item super.
Really?
This is how I learned how to play. This is how I learned how to play Faust when I was a kid. It was like, this is the coolest part about this character, is constantly tossing items and seeing what's gonna happen. But that's not really. A lot of people, you know, use that meter for YRCs or something, right? Exactly. You know, that meter could be spent off for something better, or you can, you know, really roll the dice.
What's better than throwing out a bunch of items and eating a giant box of donuts? I mean, come on. All right, started riding away. Beginning of a match, one of the most important things. Every character is always within range to like land one attack right from the get-go. So it's really interesting to see both players actually backing off right at the start. Oh!
Oh yeah, he also loves helicopter.
Okay, well, you know, I'm guessing it's working. He's here in top 8.
Yeah,
but,
right.
You know,
just really enjoy some of the moves that Faust has stuff. I mean, that's, no one plays this character just for, you know, just for how good he is. People play this character because they really like this character. Can't blame them. It's one of the most unique characters in fighting games.
Oh yeah. That's probably going to do it right there. Oh, yeah, he's going to... Oh, no, he missed the extension, but the OTG is just going to be enough. Obviously, when you OTG characters in this game, you don't really get anything off of it, but there's tiny bits of damage, but that was enough to seal the round. 0 Hour starting with 1 round here.
All right, just backing up from the bomb. Here, this is a very standard way to play Faust, just looking for that perfect item to go in on.
Interesting, no cancel into eating. So
5
still a
days
little
in
bit
there.
low on calories right now.
Oh, all right.
For the flower.
Yeah, he tried to get him to run in onto it, but then eats a counter hit beat driver. Doesn't completely finish the combo, but gets most of the damage.
Trade here, which is going to get him in there. Had to avoid his own bomb, but a little mistimed. Ended up blocking it. Lost a little bit of that offensive. Wow, a lot of bombs right now from 0 Hour.
Yeah, it's working out for him, but he hasn't been able to capitalize. It just goes into the raw 5D, into the pogo.
And he had to go into the helicopter. Just had to do it. The Dr. Copter. All right, gonna get the combo here in the corner. RC, and not gonna be enough to kill. But very close. Here comes the poison. Nice RC to save himself. Oh man, and 0 Hour gaining a little bit of life from some donuts. And then there's that bomb again.
Just avoids it narrowly, just trying to find his moment.
Jump H from Faust covering so much of the screen in the air. Just barely blocked that bull bash in time. Here comes the wait. Ooh,
oh,
wait.
And he trades it actually in 0 Hour's favor. Had more health, and that means he's going to take the first game.
Did he have that much more health because of that donut that he ate earlier?
That's yeah.
Oh, man.
Exactly. It's those little donuts and those little bits of health matter out in the end.
Oh man, there is the ups and downs of using Faust. Right, side switch now. He's got him in the corner, trying to catch him with the dust. I mean, there's a little bit of upper body invincibility there. Might be able to counter some of Sin's better pokes. Oh, tried to combo him into the bomb, but he was able to flip just in time.
All right, eating. We're gonna shove him towards the corner. Nice 6P.
Gave himself a little bit of a donut. The meteors. Oh,
Actually
he actually
dodged the meteors and then wake
yeah.
up 5D. That does have some invul frames, so it's not a bad idea, but it's not that much. You just got to pick your moment for it. Nice throw.
Caught him out of the air, so not going to be able to go for the follow-up, and then goes for just the dust. Gatling in the dust.
All right.
Knocks him down, and that's the nice thing about that weight is that if he does get knocked down, you get a bunch of pressure, and then another dust. And Cat Atomic gonna take that round.
Yeah, overhead's working out between the 6H we saw earlier and now the 5Ds. Just needs to get him to block for a second. That's what Cat Atomic's really playing around.
That short little air combo, the air Gatling sequence.
Oh, all right, we got Jackpot Bomb. Oh, he runs into it, combo.
Nice. Only just a little 2-hit combo, but good enough.
All right, keep the pressure up with the RC. Doesn't pick it up.
Interesting, he got the hit, but it's like Gatling too slow or something, and it didn't connect, and wake up burst. And then an RC to keep himself safe from going my way.
One more YRC to keep himself safe. Don't run into that golden hammer.
And you know what? 0 Hour still has meter left for 2 more YRCs if he really needs them right now. But I don't. Oh,
he could have ended it there with the meter, but he's going to afterwards. 0 Hour, although dropping his combos, is always keeping the pressure up, and he's really aware too. Both the times he dropped the combo, he YRC'd and made sure that he was keeping himself safe. So, I mean, at least being very aware of what's happening. Oh no! Oh my! If he comboed off that,
yeah,
that would have been super sick.
Oh, watch out for the springboard. Oh, okay. So, gonna slowly come down. Nice pickup with the 5K.
RC to try to get the combo,
man.
but dropped it a little early.
Yeah, this
Oh no! Oh, he just got bounced a little bit too high.
Oh, here comes some pressure now. From 0 Hour, he has a long road to make this comeback. He's gonna burst right at the last second. He still has a chance here. Gets in there with the L Conch. Oh, but a wake up 5S.
Yeah, wake up close S to finish it off. I mean, Maybe just using the throw option select, right, and just got crossed up. But good stuff from Katatami. You really press the advantage there, trying to keep the pace higher and making it a little bit difficult for 0 Hour to get solid hits.
I think the biggest problem right now for Catatomic is he has not been saving enough meter. We haven't seen any super item tosses yet.
No, he actually hasn't been able to. He had to constantly YRC himself to keep it safe, right? It's testament to how 0 Hour is playing. Is he going to get the combo off that?
He converted off of the bomb. That is definitely unfortunate for Catatomic, but Catatomic here getting a couple of clean hits in there.
All right, he's got full meter to work with, though. He just needs to get that hit.
All right, 0 Hour now getting the throw, no YRC, no RC off of that. You know, wake up throw from Catatomic, gets him with the low.
Meteors?
Combo the helicopter into the meteors.
That wasn't a bad idea from how many hits that was going to do, but then just goes for the 6H afterwards.
The 6H, which is just so strangely hard to block. It catches so many people off guard. It's just the range of that thing. You don't expect to get hit by an overhead from that far away. Again, controlling that space with that jump H.
Nice, good jump in, but earns the burst.
I haven't seen Catatomic use a lot of the jump D2, you know, the FD short jump, basically.
Yeah, he really plays a lot of neutral instead, right?
Yeah.
Like, he just really wants to toss a lot of items and then just go for that that one moment he gets some good RNG. There it is. Let's go.
Oh, finally.
Oh, double bomb YRC. He bull burst to get out of the combo, but then he eats a jackpot fireworks.
Which kind of pushed him out of the range of getting hit by the other bombs, too, which actually kind of worked out. Oh, what a reaction from 0 Hour to get the throw on that. And here we go. Oh, no, mistimed that meaty jump attack. And he's going to get thrown on Catatomic's wake up, and Catatomic moves on.
It's not a bad idea to try to just gold burst through all of that, right? You have your invuln for the whole time during gold burst until you land. But not quite, and he gets hit by one of them. Not a bad idea. I mean, who knows what that mix-up was going to look like, right? It's a complete nonsense in that corner.
All right, we're going to continue on the losers side of the bracket.
Or are we? I mean, that is Erotica Pepsi. That's okay, all right, no worries. It looks like we got Smiles versus Erotica Pepsi
so
coming.
We're gonna go into the winners finals right away. Okay. Again, probably I would say my favorite menu music.
Oh, yeah, Django Django. I love this song.
I was trying to think, like, is there another menu screen song that I like more than this? And I'm like, probably not.
I love XX just for, you know, nostalgic reasons, right?
Of course.
But this one is so good. I remember
it's so chill.
I remember when Xrd first came out in the arcades only, right? The only way we were able to watch the videos is through the Mikado videos that Jonio-san would put up, right? So console, when they do the Mikado tournaments, they actually just leave it on the menu screen while they're setting up, right? Because they hook up the stream and they leave the setup on the side and they're like, all right, well, time to run the tournament for a little bit and then we'll have stream set up, right? And then they would always just leave it on there so that you just hear Django Django in the background constantly. So it is burned into my memory like how long I've listened to 30 minutes straight of this song just waiting for the stream to get started. But I love it. It's such a good song.
Yeah, you're not gonna get sick of it after 30 minutes.
Oh, not at all. So I definitely, every time I load up Xrd, I just let the menu play for at least one rotation.
Yeah.
Just to chill out for a bit, right?
All right, well, here we go. We're going to have a Potemkin mirror. And I'm not talking about his super either. We're going to have a Potemkin mirror here in winners finals. This is going to be best of 5 as is standard for winners finals matches. So hope you like some Potemkin because we're going to be seeing a lot of this character right now. Oh, nice
pickup. Yeah, that was sick. Adjusting the combo for the big body Potemkin. All right, big pop-ups to Zasar. You know, you saw Erotica Pepsi do that before. Oh, gets a 6K, but he doesn't RC.
Oh, there we get the RC in. So now gonna get the burst out. Erotica Pepsi. Man,
oh my god, wake up with a mirror that time.
So he's woken up with a pop buster, he's woken up with a mirror.
I mean, that's the key to wake up game, right? Is you always got to do something different. You got to mix up your opponent.
But I mean, that's kind of the MO of Erotica Pepsi overall. He's just so hard to predict. And I really like that style of Potemkin. It makes him so hard to zone out and keep away.
Our double overhead into the pop buster. It's got the meter to work with now.
Goes for the meaty jump attack.
Oh, nice timing on that pop buster. That's really hard to get out of block stun, right? Double YRC, immediate JD. All right, take him to the corner. Try to catch the backdash.
Didn't quite get it. Faked the pop buster, went for the hits, but only got 2 hits. Didn't even get. I thought he would just go for Gatling in the sweep or something like that, but nothing. And Smiles taking round number 2. Goes right in there with Mega Fist.
Oh, nice combo.
I feel like that was supposed to be a pop buster.
Probably.
Maybe?
Almost every 6P is supposed to be a pop buster, but hey, it worked out. Good awareness to combo off it, right?
Did he just flip the slide head? I don't think I...
Yeah, slide head is a projectile.
I don't think I ever realized that.
Yeah, that's the way that it's programmed in the game, is that it's a projectile that's unblockable on the floor. So you can flick it.
That's amazing. Oh, ooh, tried to anti-air with the 6P, but using the jumping D, gonna throw off that anti-air timing. Oh my god, goes right through the flick with the hammer fall. YRC in the pop buster. Erotica Pepsi taking game number 1.
Normally you see people do the hammerfall YRC to, like, you know, just go forward and they YRC and then they see what happens, right? Because it almost has to elicit a response. But the way that he does it is he uses the hammerfall for the armor and then YRCs and then does a pop buster. Just basically using it to get in and bulldoze through anything that he's doing. Gotcha.
Oh, really? So Smiles is the one then that took game number 1. Oh, Erotica Pepsi did get... Oh, I see. Okay. You know, I'm dyslexic with left and right, so this is just not helping me. I'm like, oh.
It's all right. Pick up the combo. On the corner. Knockdown. One more time. Not respecting the 5K meaty.
Oh, no, a little bit too early on that pop buster. I almost felt like he could have pop busted that backdash, but Smiles going to take that one.
Smiles getting in there with the hammerfall. Like I was saying, man, hammerfall YRC, it just has to elicit a response. Otherwise, you're going to get gripped like that.
All right, nice hammerfall feint.
Yes, and using that on the Potemkin specific, such a big body is good on the comboing on himself.
Oh, but a nice backdash in the corner. So it's going to give Smiles an opportunity. A second one, fake the meaty jump. Oh, catches the backdash. Where are you going?
One more time?
Oh,
he wanted it.
Yeah,
he wanted it. You almost have to, right?
Oh, boy. Man, I feel like that was a missed pop.
Oh, the Heavenly Potemkin Buster. What reactions on that? And that's not going to be quite it with Hellfire.
Oh, but just goes for a meaty Trishula. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he Roman canceled that. But not respecting that meaty was Smiles, and so Erotica Pepsi going to take that round. Here we go, starting off with an anti-air attack Potemkin Buster. Got to make sure you combo your landing from your air attacks, otherwise you're gonna eat a Potemkin Buster every time.
I feel like he had that read on the burst, but it was just a little bit too late. Gets his own pop buster.
What's the situation here? Just goes for the meaty jump H. Okay, here we go. Oh no, nothing off of that.
Double overhead into the pop buster once again. He's gonna get the combo in the corner. Yes, gets the 6K splats. Grounded. Trishula YRC. Yeah, uses the dead angle to get out of the corner. And then resets into the pop buster.
Beautiful stuff. I thought he was going to go, like I said, Gatling into sweep, but instead he uses that to fake him out with the pop buster. I'm sorry, with the hammerfall feint into pop buster.
It's the best way to hide one of your skills, right? Is that, you know, you already got the hit. You expect them to finish the combo. Well, we get a little bit greedy, but you have to as Potemkin. Sometimes you have to drop a little bit of your damage just to create another mix-up for you to get a hit.
Yep. It's the difference between guaranteed damage and potential damage.
Yes.
You really got to calculate those two. Oh, nice. YRC. I mean, it's funny, too, because, you know, Hammerfall has its own feint in there, but for some reason, Hammerfall YRC is so scary. Nice. Using that armor of the Hammerfall to beat the other Hammerfall. Nice.
Good reactions on that, and RC's to keep himself safe from the burst. Good backdash on the Pop Buster. Both of them whiffing too far from each other, but Smiles smothering Erotica Pepsi in the corner.
All right, so now everything going Smiles' way. 1 round away from taking this. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it's 1-1. I'm sorry, it's a best of 5. Best of 5 here in Winners Finals.
All right, gets his Pop Buster in the corner. Trishula YRC just gets hit by it. Wasn't ready for it, but he's going to combo off the air hit into the ICPM. One more time. Oh, no, he didn't have meter to YRC.
Oh, that was beautiful.
So nice.
You read that he was going to absorb the burst with the Hammerfall armor and had the feint and Pop Buster all ready to go. Nice air throw in the combo.
A little bit too high with that jump H, so he wasn't able to get the combo.
Oh boy.
Waiting for it and then gets the throw.
Nice block on the meaty and probably went for another Hammerfall feint into Pop Buster. Is he going to be able to kill with that? Yes! The ICPM going to take it off of the slide head. Smart stuff for Smiles. Yeah. It's like, what a way to go.
It's actually one of the few characters that has that sort of option to be able to OTG for my almost full screen. It's that little bit of extra damage.
Oh my gosh, he's going to Soul. He doesn't want to continue this mirror?
Interesting. I mean, I don't think he was playing it all that bad, but, you know, maybe just switching off the mirror is what he wants.
I mean, the thing about it is, a lot of times, mirror matches are so uncomfortable to play. There's just something about them that just does not feel fun. Oh, wow. Picking the specific music.
That's the mark of gear players, right? I mean, we all love the music so dearly, so it's almost a mark of itself to pick music.
All I would do is just pick Birthday Train every single time just to frustrate my opponents. And then I would sing the whole time while I'm playing. Oh man, okay, not a good start for Erotica Pepsi. See what he's got in the bag with Soul. Goes for the standard set, Soul set play. Backdashes to avoid the jump attack, gets the knockdown in the corner here.
Nice backdash on the 2D. Oh, YRC's both to keep himself safe.
Oh, look at that patience there from Smiles. Was expecting maybe a wake-up uppercut. But nothing from Erotica Pepsi, so now I think Smiles feels like he has a little more leeway to go in more aggressively. Oh, didn't see the slide head. Oops, missed the hammer fall. Trying to do a double hammer fall to get in there.
There you go, RC's, keeps the combo up. Nice, got those loops. Oh, he drops it.
Missed the dust loop, and that's gonna take it. A nice backdash.
Yeah,
into
backdash.
Pop Buster from Potemkin. Been doing that for 10 years, 15 years maybe.
It's gonna work. It's time-tested strategy.
Yep, it's one of the longest, basically frames of invincibility on a backdash. Only vulnerable for very few frames at the very end. Nice armors through Gunflame with the hammer fall, then YRCs to continue the pressure. Erotica Pepsi fishing a little bit with some Fafners.
Yeah, and I like the idea that Erotica Pepsi here is just throwing buttons in Smiles' face. He's really trying to make it difficult for him to get in. Oh, counter hit, Bandit Bringer. He has to burst. That was going to hurt even for Bot.
Trying to chase down with the hammer fall. Nice air throw.
Oh no, but he gets his own throw for his trouble.
Surprise, surprise. Backdash Pop Buster.
Yeah.
And now just walking forward, building a ton of meter. Oh no, thought he was just gonna go for pressure after the Mega Fist, but instead goes right into the Pop Buster.
Nice.
Good reactions, and that's gonna be a punish on the whiffed uppercut. Cannot YRC that. And there it is. Erotica Pepsi has been eliminated out of the tournament.
No, that was winners finals.
Oh, that was winners finals.
Yes,
You're right.
that was winners finals. So
right.
he's going to drop into losers finals. Smile's going to sit pretty in grands.
Sorry, it's early in the day.
It is definitely early in the day, but we're going to continue on here through the losers side, try to see who Smiles is going to play in grand finals.
I'm not used to winners finals being played so early.
So first off, before we get into that next losers match, I want to say thank you guys to Arcade Shock here, one of the sponsors at NCR 2018. If you're a big fan of the old school games, like I'm sure both of us are here, and you want to play on some of the newer sticks that you have, because, you know, lugging around a Moss stick isn't the best thing to do nowadays, you can get this PS3 to PS4 to Dreamcast converter, which is a cool thing to have around for you, especially if we're going to go to some of the older, play some older games.
It's amazing that, you know, because I know this was something that fans had wanted.
Yeah.
And they just said, all right, let's do it for a console that's not even supported anymore. It's amazing stuff. Shout outs to Brooks for producing that product. And of course, you can also at the Arcade Shock booths a lot of the times, or, you know, you can get your stick modded as well with the Universal Fight Board, so you can use it on all the consoles. You can see right there. PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC, X Input, all the different consoles and PCs with one joystick makes it that much easier.
All right, so going to get into this next match.
Is this actually what we're going to go with? Are we
He's going for the answer?
Was this, oh, he is. Oh, no. That was just button check.
Okay.
Just button check.
I would be pretty excited to see the answer. I haven't seen a lot of 2.1 answers, so that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but
They've the way that they adjusted the way that his scrolls work out. The hit on the scrolls makes his combos a little bit more consistent, but it's also made a lot of more interesting, pretty flary combos.
Leo just stands right under it. He's crouching up there.
All right, gonna go back to the bread and butter. Understandable. So actually, Leo, because he has a flash kick, can actually deal with a lot of the setups that Venom can set up, just because there are very small gaps, but there are gaps between some of the setups that he can do. So, but the way that Necro plays, he plays very neutral based, so maybe we don't even get to see that.
Right. And the way Daikokugo played last time, a lot of flash kicks, a lot of DPs on wake up, but that also, like I said, might have just been the fact that he realized his opponent was very aggressive. And he might have to adjust depending on how Necrosan decides to play the meaty game. He'll probably test a few uppercuts early on just to see what happens.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yep, there you go. There's the OS to stop the cross-up.
Nice. Good pressure here. Respect from Daikoku.
And getting that throw was very important for Necrosan early on. That shows Daikoku that he can't kind of just freestyle on the mix-up.
There you go. Gets the RC between the QB, but can't pick it up.
Okay, lands on that fireball. That's the problem with the slow startup when it's tall. Stays next to him, so sometimes you're trying to predict that fireball. Oh my god!
Oh, Bishop run out? All right, does he have these? That ball stays on the screen for a set amount of time.
Using it as just a lockdown mechanic, and it definitely works out for him. Good stuff to Necrosan taking round one against Daikokugo.
Nice knockdown with a 6H. Yeah, already taken a bunch of damage. Burst out from the pressure. Nice, just grounds early. Didn't know which side that was going to land on, so he makes an easy combo out of it.
All right, here comes Daikokugo. Gets the mix-ups going. This you're put in the blender right now. Oh, nice
that
counter!
was so smart.
Ate up the rest of the hits from Leo's projectile, and a great blitz. Gets him rejected and staves off that offensive pressure, and now back to the zoning again. Gets to the other side so he can get access to his projectile, but oh, he went for another blitz, but that time Daikokugo goes with the cross-up. Again, erases the whole thing, but at what cost this time? Daikokugo using that to get in, but he's got hit in a reset in the middle of that.
All right, waiting for his moment. Nice teleport to the ball. Gets him out of the corner. And then the DP just down backing and waiting for his moment.
Man, that is not something you expect a lot from Leo's, to just kind of sit back and be patient, you know? Usually Leo's trying to get in on you, so. The classic. The classic.
That is definitely the classic.
Counter, counter, and it works.
Oh, doesn't get the combo off the overhead. Nice.
Catching the teleport. Here we go, pressure in the corner, gets frame trapped. Wow, that was enough to kill. I didn't even realize Necroson's life was down, so, oh man.
Yeah, he just got hit by a lot of stray hits, right? A couple overheads.
Daikoku was thinking to himself, I like that kind of round. Just get hit by a lot of stray hits and I'm good, I'm good. Low effort victory.
Yeah, Necroson's going to make it a little bit more difficult for him. Just convert all of this pressure into knockdowns and make him guess.
A little corner pressure from Necroson now. Daikoku will be very patient, just waiting for his time to get out.
Oh no, he actually teleported into the fireball immediately into Daikoku's pressure.
Now, what's nice is that Necrosson was able to get into position again to take advantage of all those Q balls that he had set out. He's getting picked up here. Oh my god! Baiting the flip and just to go into the DP and then a meaty DP, keeping it safe with the Roman cancel.
Nice. Actually gets the counter hit with the QV behind the fireball.
Chase that, but eaten all up completely and doesn't matter anyway. He manages to YRC save himself with the 6P, but now down to no life. Can't take any chip at this point, and he did not expect that fireball, so he didn't get the FD out in time.
Yeah, unfortunate, but Daikoku now sitting on set point. Man, and that QV, using it to hit the fireball has been working out.
Okay, the wake-up DP again from Daikoku, keeping himself from having to deal with that Venom pressure at all.
Oh, really trying to work with that bait on the parry, but then 5D opens him up. Grind him in the corner.
What's the mix? Oh, nope, that's a projectile, so not going to be able to deflect that one. Unfortunately, once again, back in this corner position. Whoa, back throw. Defensive back throw, but what side was he? Daikoku going to end up on? Not quite. Kill, but so little life. He has to block all of that with the faultless defense, but then got crossed up at the last second. Daikoku moves on the loser's side.
Yeah, that was a great idea towards the end, just using the YRC fireball. He was in a terrible chip situation as well, losing a lot of meter, losing a lot of health, but in the end, it's going to be for Daikoku.
Daikoku looking like, am I staying on? Am I playing my next match right away? No? Yes? No?
Yeah, I think maybe that he wasn't also expecting that we were playing winners finals so early,
right? Yeah,
and so wondering whether it's 3 out of 5 still or not.
Right, right. All right, we're gonna move on to the next losers semis. Oh, losers, not semis.
Yeah,
is
loser
before
semis.
Quarters.
Yes.
Yes. Again, early in the morning. But yes. I'm gonna check this out.
Oh my god, the parry fakes here between him. And then the 5D, he was actually inside of him while he was doing stinger aim. So a little bit too close there to actually get hit by it, unfortunately.
It always makes me think of fighting the first boss in Kung Fu. Did you ever play Kung Fu?
No.
Oh man. Classic right there. First boss trying to fight you with a stick, you walk right up next to him and he couldn't hit you. That was the strategy.
All right, gonna get into this one. Raz versus Catatomic, May versus Faust. May does have to change up her setups a little bit because of how Faust crouches, but does have the normals to contest. She can also... This matchup's a little bit weird because of what they can both do at full screen, right? May can set up otter balls and get behind them, but in that time, at the same time, Faust is tossing items out. So it's really about who can get the pressure and get it started.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the definition of a matchup where it's just going to be throwing stuff onto the screen. You know, there's going to be
a lot of
bag heads and fireworks and helium. Oh God, if May got the balloon, that would have been fun times right there.
Oh, and that's actually a buff in 2.1. He gets a combo off it now if he hits.
Right.
What seemed to be pretty unnecessary is it's actually working out. You see that move a lot more now, just to see if the opponent knows how to deal with it.
It's a nice way to get in for Faust. Yep, try to combo. Oh, he goes for a double overhead, and that does succeed. Try to do something with the auto ball. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get anything. Catching with that low, reaches so far across the screen.
Still got the little homie coming in from the bottom, runs into
oil. Yeah, the oil there caused the explosion to be a lot larger. Caught her out of the instant air dash.
The overhead to take it. Catatonic takes the first round.
Still expecting to see some more item supers.
Oh, nice 6P.
Oh, man, and especially counter hit for May. It's going to be, oh, wow, burst through that. Burst through the Dr. Copter.
All right, jumping back here. Raz trying to make some space.
Nice conversion's going to get the knockdown in the corner. Now, oh, no, just got thrown on wake up. Not a proper media attack. Just playing patient, didn't try to avoid the bomb, just played it safe and blocked it.
Oh no, forgot about the meteors coming up. All right, item super, gets his own box of donuts, so he's cover a bit of health. Little Faust on the ground.
Yeah, coming slowly there to kind of ruin your pressure. Almost kind of dashing backwards to use that little Faust as a defense. Combos are going my way. Gets the knockdown, goes for the overhead.
Just didn't cancel it though.
Water ball was still coming, and oh man.
The 2S to finish it off. Catatonic taking that first game.
That 2S always doing a ton of damage there. And he's going to take that game.
I'm actually surprised you haven't said anything about his name yet.
Catatonic? It's designed to be a pun, you know? So
you're going to say nothing about it? The name is meant for you. It's a cat pun.
I know, it's a cat pun. All right, coming out through the door. Gravity's gonna start up here, gonna keep able to extend that pressure into the unblockable.
Oh, what a timing on using that fall, avoiding the dolphin, and Catatonic, man, making it really difficult for Raz to get in. Gets that slide RC.
Slowly trying to work his way in there, down and a lot of life, but this is going to help right now. This is going to get the setup here in the corner with an otter ball. Bounces off of it, then gets the throw. Nice. Here we go. Oh no, that wasn't a true combo, but Catatonic, I mean, he missed the air escape. Maybe being a little catatonic. There you go. Are you happy now?
Yeah, I'm happy about that. Thank you.
Sleep at the wheel, maybe. So Raz is going to take round number 1. Here, trying to once again hide behind the otter ball. Slowly working his way forward, throwing out another one, but that mini Faust is getting in the way now. Again, this is such a matchup where both characters are just throwing so much stuff on the screen, and it's really about improvising and how you work with those items.
Yeah, both these guys are really trying to slow the pace of this game, just waiting for a opportune moment to get in. Raz is doing a lot better too, actually, just playing behind the audible and asking Catatonic to get in. He's taking a lot of hits just to try to get something started on Raz.
Well, he's in right now, but unfortunately hit a little too high up, couldn't get the combo. The otter ball intercepted him from the drop. Again, oh! Don't try your little invincible 5D on me. I've got a nice 6P here. I'm gonna counter hit you and send you to the wall. I always like the fact that, you know, May is frozen in the air like that, but like the water's still moving.
Right, getting into this third game here. Raz not wary of the ball or the bomb.
Nice. Caught him with the dust. He was too preoccupied thinking about the bomb. Wasn't expecting the 5D. Once again, using that beach ball to get in there. And the 6P. Great use of the 6P so far. We've seen that work out for him in a couple of situations.
Yeah, he's doing really well to check all those far S's, making it difficult to play that space game on the ground.
Trying to get a little bit more pressure. Catatomic trying to get Raz trapped in the corner, but danger time off the flower.
Oh no, all right, gets the throw. RC's to get the combo, and that's gonna be it.
There's something about triggering danger time off of a smiling flower that just seems so appropriate. Have a nice day indeed.
Nice 5K anti-air.
Oh no, got counter hit right over the candy bar. So that's gonna go to Raz.
Nice, just gold burst.
Yeah. Gets out of that situation. Using dash YRC to try to gain a little more distance. Unfortunately, Catatonic calls that out. Here we go. Gets the counter hit here. Very close now to taking the set. Only a little bit more life left to take, and there we go. So a lot of poison, unfortunately, though. But I think there's too many fouls there.
Yeah, there's too many fouls there. Trying to run away from it. Yeah, it actually gets going to avoid it.
And eats a little bit of candy bar for troubles, but now...
Second be it with the meteors?
Oh,
yeah.
Man, didn't even need anything else. The meteors were coming. Great stuff to Catatomic, and he is going to move on.
Yeah, Catatomic doing really well. I mean, he's just really messing with the pace that he's playing at, constantly switching between getting aggressive and tossing items. Now he's going to have to play against Daikoku. That style is going to be, it's not a bad idea to play against versus Leo, making it difficult to get in, but we've seen Daikoku really willing to play crazy to get in there, and you can see down the bracket how far we have gotten. Daikoku now sitting in losers semis versus Catatomic, the winner.
Yeah, so the last one was losers quarters. This is losers semis now. There you go. Okay, so loser semis now, Daikoku versus Catatomic. Winner of this is going to go up against Erotic Pepsi to find out who is going to go up against Smiles in grand finals.
Switching over there, Daikoku here for multiple games, not just this one. Actually, a lot of these players are. We saw Zero Hour also earlier in this top 8 was also got top 16 in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
It's always the one cool thing about a lot of these fighting game players. They're so talented and they can play so many different fighting games. But man, I'll tell you, it's so hard to maintain at a high level playing so many different fighting games. The multi-game talent out there is just truly some of the most impressive players out there. That kind of skill level. The Daikoku, of course, going with that Leo, trying to apply the pressure and trying to do Japan proud here, basically, by coming out and trying to take this tournament.
Oh, he tried to combo with the poison.
Just didn't knock him back quite far enough. Here we go, Daikoku starting with the pressure, but wow, a call out there in the middle of that from Catatomic.
Oh, actually finished the Rekka string. RC to get the combo in the corner, restand.
Into the overheads, gonna combo off of that, goes for a meaty fireball, and then on a last second instant air dash overhead. I should say last second air dash. Right, here comes that pressure.
All right, burst to keep him in the corner.
Oh no, the weight unfortunately stopped his own pressure. Couldn't get anything after getting the hits, and Daikoku going right back into. Was that an intentional reset attempt? Hoping that Catatomic would touch a button? He definitely did. And now Daikoku go with a gigantic life lead and then just catches him with the end of the Rekka. Daikokugo with a quick game number 1, but again, that is par for course for Leo. Leo's going to take you out very quickly in a lot of rounds, and you can't let that affect you.
Yeah, unfortunately, Faust doesn't have any great defensive options when he's on the floor. Outside of that, he's great at keeping you out, but once he's on the floor, Leo can really lay into him.
Pressure now, gonna RC it to keep up the pressure, goes into the dust, misses his dust combo, unfortunately, and that's gonna let Catatomic escape the pressure. Now back a little bit to the neutral. Wow. Tried to go for the drop, got hit, and then went for it again. Usually, you know, if that kind of situation happens, don't do it again because you kind of already showed your opponent what you want to do. Look at this, Daikokugo just being so aggressive.
Just smothering him in the corner, Catatonic. Like we were saying, Faust's defensive options aren't great once he's in pressure. Chasing down the fireball.
Gets to the side overhead, and then gonna side switch, try to go for a reset. Wow, right out of that with a 6H, and like I said, strangely enough, such a slow startup, but one of the hardest overheads to see coming a lot of the time. Here we go, look at his pressure, double overhead, good blocks, and a great blitz from Catatomic. Gets out of that corner, but guess what, you're right back into it. Oh man.
Good timing on the poke out. He did eat a hammer, RC. All right, not quite, restand. Keep the pressure up. Catatomic has to find an answer. He has meter to work with, but just the blitz a little bit too early, and Daikoku is gonna take that one.
He was playing really good defense, but yeah, like you said, just went for that blitz right at the very end, went kind of for the hero blitz. Hoping that he would connect that and that would turn everything all around. Unfortunately, did not happen. Daikokugo gonna stay alive, and he's gonna be going up against Erotica Pepsi, who I'm assuming is gonna go with Potemkin.
Yeah, I know a lot of the Leos don't really like that matchup, considering that you have to get in onto a grappler, so you can't actually do a lot of the side switch mix-ups and stuff like that. That stuff's really scary and can be punished heavily for it if you don't do it right. So
it's very similar to was it Slayer? Slayer versus Potemkin. You know, you get so much play off of going in close, but then you get pop busted for your trouble. I know a bunch of Slayers. I've always hated that Potemkin matchup. Daikokugo slowly working his way all the way back. You can see him on our monitor right here.
But we are getting into this losers finals for this one versus Erotica Pepsi.
Don't ask what I was doing. I'm just
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
all right, so here we go. I'm curious to see how Daikokugo is going to play this. But a lot of times, if you can keep your pressure tight enough, Potemkin won't be able to find the holes to get the Potemkin Buster in there. A lot of times, the best way to kill Potemkin is to just kind of smother him and rush him down. But that means your offense has to be flawless. You cannot put any holes in anywhere. Otherwise, you are going to get command thrown for your troubles. A little bit of an uncomfortable smile, it looked like, from Daikokugo.
There you go, nice. Gets the hammer fall into the combo.
Man, again, Erotica Pepsi with this very unorthodox, kind of unpredictable Potemkin style. Love it, though.
Yeah, he's just looking for his hit. Gets, doesn't get the combo. Try to get into the Shakula.
Oh, wow, again, that pressure gets him with the overhead. Continues that. Wow, no Potemkin Buster. That is such a risk. That's where Potemkins love to go for the command throw after the air moves.
Yeah, maybe respecting Daikoku too much, but gets the grab here. Best thing about the Heat Knuckles is going to send them far away so you can get out of the corner.
All right, Erotica Pepsi might be able to take it with that. The Heat extend. There it is.
There you go. Rocket Pepsi taking that first round. 2P break into the Pop Buster. We've seen that from him time and time again.
Great Mix up with the DP, that is something that we've definitely seen that Daikokugo is willing to do.
There you go, good read on that. Gets the grab.
Oh, and smart. Instead of going with a pop buster, he saw that he just wanted to counter the approach instead. Pressure in the corner now.
Oh, he got the 6K wall splat. That could be it, but he uses the burst.
Yeah, he's got to do that. He has to keep himself alive. It all has to happen now or never.
Oh.
No, you can't counter a command throw. Great reaction from Erotica Pepsi to counter with the pop buster. Yeah. Look at that look on Daikoku's face. It's just like,
well, I had to give it a shot.
Why are you touching buttons? Slide the head. Got him.
Yeah, Erotica Pepsi really looks for getting that slide head knocked down.
After the DP, he had an opportunity for a big old punish, knockdown, or something. Just hit him with a 5S, and then nothing afterwards. Wow, let the hammer fall rock, and it did catch Daikoku unawares.
Yeah, Daikoku really struggling to get a hit here. Oh man, no ICPM.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say, it looked like he missed that, but there we go. Pop buster, only needs one more to take this. There it is.
Well done.
Oh, it is not enough yet. Wasn't close enough for the meaty Trishula, but beautiful stuff for Erotica Pepsi to take advantage of the fact that he missed that meaty.
Yeah, Daikoku actually not expecting it wasn't gonna hit, and then just gets the command grab.
Oh, nice catch on the backdash from Daikokugo. Here we go, the blender, repeated overheads.
Nice, good timing on the dash. Now switching the situation, trying to shove towards the corner. RC.
Look at the damage output from Leo, even against Potemkin. Wow. All right, first very Leo round for Daikokugo.
Yeah,
See
really.
if he can get that repeated again. Oh boy, here comes that fireball reflect. So scary when you see it coming at you. Oh!
There you go. Now he gets work in the corner, gets a knockdown. Nice block from the 5D.
Since this is losers finals, I believe this is 3 out of 5 as well.
Oh no, he gets the reset with this 6K. That can't be it if he gets a combo. Oh no, no read wall splat.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought he was gonna go for another mirror into stun. The 2 mirror combos. He had just built the meter for that. Oh, just lets the hammer fall rock. And Erotica Pepsi is gonna go up 2-1 against Daikokugo. Right, let's see if Daikoku can make any adjustments here again. A lot of times you second guess yourself when you try to go in on that pressure against Potemkin. Oh, that was kind of a neat little setup there. Hammerfall, instant feint into Trishula YRC, then gets the Hammerfall feint into the Pop Buster.
All right, dropping the combo to switch sides, but he puts himself back in the corner.
Then unfortunately switch sides again, but this time the wrong way. He's gonna get heat extended for his trouble. Meaty Trishula, meaty flames, and then the Hammerfall feint in the Pop Buster. That time it is gonna kill. Erotica Pepsi looking so strong right now. Wants that rematch against Smiles for that Potemkin mirror, or maybe going with Soul again, not sure.
Yeah, but the mix-ups that Erotica Pepsi has been able to put out once he gets the knockdown, that's been really what's been struggling with Daikoku.
Yeah, there's just been a few things that Erotic Pepsi has shown that has made Daikoku go a little bit concerned. Oh my God, getting Pop Bustered in the middle of that double overhead. So now an opportunity for Erotica Pepsi. He really only needs 2 Pop Busters, and he will basically either win or have a life lead. Ooh, but the guts of Potemkin keeping him alive. Tried to avoid everything by going with the butt, but ends up dropping into the fireball, and the flash kick was still in range to clip, perhaps just doing enough damage. But a start with a Hammerfall feint into Pop Buster for Erotica Pepsi. Here he comes, another one.
One more time, shoving him towards the corner, just DP's out. Doesn't want to deal with the mix-up.
No.
Oh, we've tried that before, it didn't work. RC to combo. Oh, no ICPM. That was a nice backdash, but doesn't get a punish afterwards.
Uh-oh, the slide head, and that means Daikoku's going to get in, slowly pushing him into the corner. Nice reflect, not only caught the fireball, but also hit Leo at the same time, and Erotica Pepsi is going to take it and move on back to grand finals to go up once again with Smiles to see if he can get the run back. Good stuff to Daikoku, getting third place here at NCR at NorCal Regionals.
Like that friendly handshake from Pepsi to start off. I'm going to show you a really quick replay here of Erotica Pepsi dealing with this double parry setup consistently. He's like, oh, wait, yeah, he can grab me out of that.
He's like, dang it, that works on other people, man. Aww. Very unfortunate, but again, finishes third place here. Great job to him, but we are going to have potentially a Potemkin Mirror Grand Finals.
No, didn't think it was going to happen. I mean, I'll be honest with you. But at the same time, these guys both played really well. I mean, their mix-ups have been on point, and sometimes that's what you need for a Potemkin is just to really excel off of that one hit that you're getting.
Yeah, but remember, we saw Erotica Pepsi earlier using Soul. It's like he kind of got sick of trying to play this mirror match here. So we'll see what he decides to go with this time.
He actually plays a really slow-paced Soul. Normally we see a lot of Soul players are really trying to get in at all costs, right? Just get that hit and get that knockdown to start the game. But it looks like...
Not surprised with that because, I mean, the way that he plays Potemkin is also very slow and methodical. Oh, no, it was Erotica Pepsi who was doing the crazy stuff. So, yeah, actually, then that actually makes me surprised that his Soul is actually a little more methodical. Might just mean he's not as familiar with the character. You see right there, Smiles on the winner's side. That means Erotica Pepsi has to win 2 sets of 3 out of 5. Otherwise, Smiles will be all Smiles and will be your grand champion of Guilty Gear here at NCR.
We're starting off with the Soul early, committing to try to make this matchup work first. I was going to say, maybe we see this methodical play from Erotica Pepsi because he knows better than anybody what this matchup looks like, right? You kind of have to be a little bit crazy to go up to and Potemkin's face and wild throw him, right?
It's a strategy we definitely see a lot. Go forward into YRC and try to bait something out. Here we go, into the corner. Nice, gets the knockdown. Not really a proper setup there on the knockdown. And here we go, Mega Fist is in.
Good start from Erotica Pepsi, though.
Whipping a couple of jump H's there to zone.
Oh.
Nice! That's so fast! And then he gets a pop buster! Oh my god, can he make the cover? Oh, he drops the follow-up combo. He drops it. Still is managing to try to get in. Baits out the burst from Erotica Pepsi. So now Erotica Pepsi going all in on this round.
Oh no, gets the flick, so now he's going to get this pressure, trying to get that slide head, but...
Unfortunately, the flick doesn't last the entire length of the screen like it used to. Oh no, too slow on that banded bringer.
Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate for Erotica Pepsi, going to lose that one because of it.
You hate to see that sort of thing happen.
Yeah, Erotica Pepsi, or Smiles actually made a fantastic read on that air blitz a while ago because Heat Knuckle is actually just a proximity unblockable. It's not a grab. So you can actually blitz Heat Knuckle in the air, but he went up for the air grab to respond to that.
Combos into slide head. Not a direct combo, but still not expecting it was Erotica Pepsi. And there it is again, that backdash and the pot buster, which has been working so well.
RC, yeah, nice. Gets the combo and the knockdown with the Bandit Revolver.
Actually, that was just a regular RC, so spending a lot of that to get in there. Ooh, counter hit 5H into hammer fall into the feint, and that's gonna do it. Oh man.
Smiles taking that first game, always finding a way to get back in there. I feel like both times Erotica Pepsi had a lot of the control in that first in the rounds, but couldn't clean it up.
Man, a classic start right there. 2P into hammerfall feint, pop buster, catching the opponent off guard right at the start of a round. Nice last second air dash.
Now he's just walking forward, just building all that meter. Erotica Pepsi responding. Gets thrown in the corner though. 85K. RC, nice timing on the burst.
Nice anti-air, not quite in the range for the Heat Knuckle, unfortunately. But that time gets the anti-air 6P.
Oh. I think maybe he thought he was gonna have more meter or something, because there's definitely a combo there with the slow fall off Heat Knuckle.
I feel like maybe he went for the 6P, I mean 6H, might have hit it a little too early, was thinking
maybe.
that pause was just, you know, the startup of it, but it turned out he was doing nothing. Either that or it was just massive disrespect.
Just, hey, it could be, right?
I don't need to combo you, I'm just gonna let you fall and then take the round another way.
Smiles just, I mean, it could be. Smiles feels way in control of this matchup right now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can definitely tell this is not Erotica Pepsi's main character right now.
All right, Grand Viper from downtown gets the clip, but got Pop Buster. He's got meter to work with.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, wow, he had all that meter, so he's going for the guaranteed kill. And there it is, Erotica Pepsi. Now being down 0-2, has to win 3 games in a row to stay alive, or it's going to be Smiles as your champion here at NCR. Now the question is, does Erotica Pepsi stick with the Soul, which I don't feel has been working out for him very well, or is he going to go with back to Potemkin and give us a Potemkin mirrors again?
I mean, at least he took a game with Potemkin, right?
Right. I heard a character select.
Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe not just yet. Taking a little bit more time to think. He does need to find an answer here versus Smiles. Bedman.
Oh boy. Does he have a Bedman? This is the 3rd character now we've seen from him. Now Bedman obviously does really well against Potemkin.
Yeah, he does have a lot of tools to keep him out. A lot of projectiles, a lot of screen color to make it difficult for him to get in.
No, he changed his mind. He changed
right.
his mind. Okay, back to Potemkin. So it is going to be a Potemkin mirror here for the very, very end. And here it is, Potemkin versus Potemkin, Grand Finals. Could be potentially last game if Smiles takes this. Erotica Pepsi backdashing to avoid the meaty. Just eats the raw hammer fall.
Oh, gets hit by the flick. Oh, and he didn't do anything, just got gripped.
It's like he was too far for his own 5P. Couldn't quite reach. Oh boy, nice catch. Erotica Pepsi right back in there. Nope, gonna be able to block the mirror in time. Oh, not a Potemkin Buster. I thought he was gonna RC that into Potemkin Buster. A burst from Smiles. Spends his burst here in round 1, even though it wasn't a guaranteed victory situation. And you know what? Erotica Pepsi wants to counter that. He doesn't want to lose this one.
Oh, no, he was still in block stun.
Oh, man. He had the right read just a little bit too early.
Unfortunate. Smiles' burst is going to pay off, but not Erotica Pepsi. And he's doing so well in that round, too.
And we are at tournament point right now for Smiles. Gets the knockdown. Here we go. Continuing that pressure. Doesn't want to risk anything. Saw the hammer fall coming. Said, you know, I probably can't beat it in time, so I'm just going to block. Nice Potemkin Buster. Here we go. Down to a chunk of life left. What a blitz by Erotica Pepsi. He's going to stay alive. Still down on life just a little bit. Gets the air throw.
Good block on the 5D. Erotica Pepsi just running in there. Hammer falls through the 6P. Smiles with the knockdown. He got the Pop Buster, and that's going to be it. Smiles is going to be your NCR 2018 Guilty Gear champion.
Great job to him. Very dominant performance there in Grand Finals 3-0. Not sure I like the Soul Bad Guy pick from Erotica Pepsi. Didn't work out for him, but you know what? I feel like Smiles was definitely the better player today, and you can see it. He deserves this Grand Finals win with Potemkin representing the big man.
Yeah, good stuff from him, definitely. I mean, you know, although we didn't see a lot from his soul. We saw mainly Potemkin. He had to try to find the answer, went back to it towards the end. Looked good. You know, maybe we think that if he had a couple more games, he would have figured something out. But unfortunately, Smile was playing really on point, making very good reads there. So
it's always hard for me sometimes to find the answer because I can't remember where he is on the character selection screen. So, you know. In one of the new characters. So
yes, he is.
No, but once again, congratulations, of course, to Smiles. As I alluded to earlier, he's definitely all smiles right now. Going to walk away with the grand prize. Going to walk away with the trophy as well. Great job to him.
All right, so thank you guys for tuning in for Guilty Gear Top 8. Next up, we got Marvel Infinite, so make sure to stay tuned. We'll be right back.